you've created a program, course, or offer and you're ready to launch it out there. But after you have invested valuable time, energy, headspace, money, you're hitting these hurdles, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling frustration, you're feeling confusion, and this overall sense that your market just isn't getting it. And you're starting to ask yourself and wonder if you've actually got what it takes to make this work. Quite often when people first leave the corporate world and start up their own business, I often see this massive phase of confusion that is happening in the first 1 or 2 years, and sometimes even persisting well beyond that. What is it that I actually sell? Hello, I am Angela, offer coach and a mentor, part of a duo and your guide in activating your offers and building that business of your dreams. This video is intended to go through a lot of what we have learned in that process of having done this ourselves, but also over 1,000 deep dives in helping individuals just like you to get that clarity. We ran our own campaign agency for a number of years, supporting clients to launch, and we really distilled that method to help them take offers that were basically barely bringing in 1,000 per month to steady 5-figure months. And the trick is to really slow down and think before launching. And I know it is tempting to go fast. Trust me, we have been there and helped dozens of our clients that were in exactly the same place. What is the thing that they want to avoid? Like, we don't want to fail. We don't want to look bad. We want to show success ASAP with loads and loads of clients coming in buying our offers. And you want quick results. Marketing, it feels like the right thing to do. But what ends up happening is they jump in and it's not actually fully serving them. So what I'm really hoping to give you in this video is to help you to be able to see what is ahead of you, even if you haven't yet considered some of the things I'm going to be talking about, and really look to save you a lot of time, a lot of wasted money, and also pain and disappointment down the line. All right, so slowing down, let's cut to the chase. There are 3 things that you want to have in place before you consider launching any sort of offer, any sort of campaign or marketing around your offer. Now, the first one is offer validation. What I'm talking about here with offer validation is really something that is foundational. What are you selling and to whom? And underneath all that, it's answering what market niche or business should you even be operating in and are best set up to. Once you figured all of that out, it's then the validation around the offer itself, the outcome that's around that offer. You know, what is that outcome? What is it that does the thing that you do, is that actually helping someone get to a specific outcome? And are the outcomes painful enough and valuable enough for someone to buy? And this matters because without knowing all of this, we end up putting out what we think the market wants to buy, and we often get kind of mixed feedback that's coming back, or slow traction, which leads to us feeling disappointed or discouraged when, again, it doesn't get the traction that we're hoping that it will. Or we end up going down the road of basically chasing after what the market keeps telling us that it wants without asking ourselves, is it really what I'm best here to serve? And is it even the type of business that I want to run? If you're a marketing strategist as a background, should that be your core business, just simply selling marketing strategic advice? Or is there something deeper that is truly where your gift lies and has been present and underlying in all of the work that you have done for clients or as part of your career in the past? In my business early days, I used to go down the route of basically packaging whatever it was that people were asking to buy from me. But what it ended up becoming was something that completely wasn't sustainable. And we've worked with tons of businesses that have then had to go back and rebuild things from scratch because they ended up getting burnt out and just not feeling in love overall with their business. Now, the second piece here is sales validation. And by this, what I mean is that awareness and depth around the buying process and the journey that your clients are going through. Once you've identified the outcome that you're selling, the thing people are truly buying from you, what is that journey for them to go through, that awakening process to even consider that they have that problem, they resonate with your solution, and they want to work with you? And I can't highlight this crucially enough as something that you have to understand, because otherwise what ends up happening is you may end up defaulting to these cookie cutter sales or marketing processes or approaches that may not work for your clients, may not work for you, and may even be a complete turnoff. If something feels icky and inauthentic to you, listen to that. It is your intuition telling you that this is saying something. So here are a few questions to guide your thinking around this. Have you actually sold what you want to sell at full price? How many touch points or phone calls or online interactions or offline interactions did it actually take for you to be able to sell it? And 3, are you able to backwards engineer that sales and follow-up structure to consistently engage with them and understand what it took for them to get over the line? And one of the things that we have found in our own sales journey is that trust and authenticity has played greatly into the purchase decision. And that is because we were selling mentorship and a business partnership, a long-term business partnership to help them shape and build out the business long-term together. And that requires a lot of element of trust, which is underlying all of that. And it meant that this sort of mass marketing approach where we'll just like show 500 testimonials on a page, all of that stuff, it just didn't work for us. It's a trust process because what we were selling wasn't something that was transactional. So if your current offering is something which is heavily relationship driven, then the question to ask yourself is why would you sell or market that in a way that shortchanges that long-term relationship aspect and focuses on a transactional angle, engagement, and also outcome? Now, the third piece of all this is then brand and marketing readiness. So the brand marketing readiness, I'll caveat this with the fact that most start with this, but the understanding of the first 2 is really foundational for this to actually work. And assuming that you've got this, you've got the validated offer and you've got the fully mapped out, tested and proven sales process, you want to now make sure that your brand presence and marketing readiness is there. And this means 4 basic things. Number 1 is priming. Do your profiles scream out very clearly who you're targeting, what you do for them, and answer these 3 questions. Are you useful? Are you credible? Are you useful to me right now? So that's the first thing to evaluate. Now, in terms of the setup, you want to make sure that you're set up technically to be able to capture your client's contact details that are interested when they're giving a signal that, hey, this is something I'm interested in, but also guiding them to the next step. Number 3 is making sure that you have hooks and also things that are speaking to their pain points. So that requires, again, that in-depth understanding of the outcome. And number 4, you want to have something that is able to nudge them to that next step, nudge them into that next step to get deeper into your world. So these are all of the things that you want to make sure that you have in place before you consider any sort of launch, any sort of campaign, or putting a new offer out there. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It's part of a series of offer one-on-one stories, strategies, and resources I'd love to continue sharing with you that have changed the game both in our business but also for our clients. If you like this, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the like button on this video. Let me know what was it that resonated with you most in the comments, and also subscribe to this channel to make sure that you're getting further tips to really elevate the potential of you as a business owner, the inner diamond that's within you, and also create the dream business that you're going to fall in love with daily over and over again.